Good morning all and welcome to Suburban Bowls Club for day 4 of the Gallivant Travel Dunn Cup. Today is the final day and we're about to start round 9, which is the final qualifying round before we hit the finals this afternoon. And the Dunn Cup is proudly sponsored by Gallivant Travel, Orica Mining Services, Tip Top Bakery, Suburban Bowls Club, and North Queensland District Men's Bowls Association. And we thank the sponsors for all their assistance and help. We have this morning a match between Home Hill and Collinsville. For Home Hill, we have Wayne Newton leading up, Michael McCloskey playing 2, Michael Young playing 3rd, and Trevor Elton skipping. And for Collinsville, we have Glen Petrie leading, Graham Gordon playing 2, Jack Thompson playing his 3rd, and Steve Malone is skipping. District, very keen bowlers. Collinsville is a small town just west of Bowen. A mining town with a very, very small membership, and they're always one of the first clubs to nominate to play in these events, and we're very, very pleased to see them. Home Hill is just south of Ayr, about 10 kilometres south of Ayr. We have Ayr on one side of the Burdekin River, Home Hill on the other side. Again, a small club, but a very keen club with their bowling members. This is only their 2nd year back into the modern era of the Dunn Cup. The club did disband a few years ago and reformed, I think it was 2 years, maybe 3 years ago, and came back into the district. Fairly new club, still learning their craft, but very keen. Right, now first bowl has been played by Home Hill. We have Glen Petrie playing his 2nd bowl. It's not too good line there. Weather here in Townsville this morning is overcast. No rain predicted to any great extent. We might get the odd light shower come across. Again, at this stage, the palm trees looking out to the side are completely still. But we have noticed as the morning's got on the last few days, the wind has got up, and it does affect this particular rig. The wind comes from the right of your screen to the left, and does change the line of the players. But that's all part of and parcel of bowls, as we know. Okay. It's Michael McCloskey playing his first bowl. And Graham Gordon on the mat now for Collinsville. As things settle down a little bit during the morning, we'll give you a rundown on where all the clubs are sitting at this stage. We have one very big game on across the other side of the green, which will determine which club in section 1 goes through to the final. That game is between Ingham and Suburban, both the front runners in that section. Section 2 has pretty much been decided. Cutharinga will go through to the final this afternoon. irrespective of what happens to them this morning, they cannot be beaten out of first place in that section. It's the first end of the game. They're very much feeling the way of the pace of the green, where their best lines are, and we'll see. It'll take them possibly 2 or 3 ends to settle into the game properly. Quite noticeable this morning. There were a lot of Denker rub being used by the players once they arrived at the club. It does take it out of them 4 days of very long games. And especially some of the older bowlers, they really start feeling it after day 3 and into day 4. When I walked in this morning, it smelt like a rugby league dressing room with the amount of Denker rub and liniment that was being used. Okay. Skip's starting to head to the mat now. As I mentioned before, home hill is being skipped by Trevor Elton and COLLINSVILLE by Steve Malone. Okay. Trevor Elton with his first bowl. Little trot up, just drops short a little bit. Steve Malone about to play his first. Just a little bit underdone there from Steve. This is going to come in quite nice. Yep, nice bowl there. Great bowl there from Trevor Elton to give them one shot for sure. Steve's got a nice track here. Just a little bit under the line that he should have been on. So, 2 shots to home hill to start them off this morning. So home hill 2, COLLINSVILLE yet to score after the first end. Thanks, Peter, for reminding me to press the right buttons. Nice bowl there from Jack Thompson. See if Jack can replicate his first bowl. Yeah. Nice home there. So Collinsville at this stage could be holding, well, I suspect are holding 4 shots. Right. Trevor Elton trying to do something to reduce the count here. If he's got the run, he's got a nice bowl here. Just a fraction short. Okay, well, he's cut 1 out, I would suspect, from that. Might have even cut 2 out. Steve Malone. He's coming in nicely on this with this bowl. Yeah, nice bowl there from Steve. That will give them 3 shots for sure at this stage. Yeah, great attempt there from Trevor Elton. Steve Malone trying to pick up an extra shot here. Don't think he's going to quite reach. So 3 shots there to Collinsville. So Collinsville have opened their account with 3. After 2 ends, it is Home Hill 2, Collinsville 3. Okay, Michael Emerson. We did check with the team before the start of play, and they assured us the list that they'd given us was correct. You're now saying that Wayne is skipping for Home Hill, not Trevor. Okay. So, Robbie, we have been corrected on that. We can do no more than check with the team before the game, and they assured us that there was no changes to their published list, but they have made a change. So we'll have to try and find out what their order is. Thanks for that, Michelle Emerson. Seeing you are watching, it would be very helpful for us if you could just send the list the playing order into us so we can adjust it for our broadcast. Nice bowl there. In the meantime, I'll be a little bit nervous about actually calling the names of the home hill players until we can be assured that we've got them in the right order. So as much what we do know, Robbie, is that Wayne Newton is skipping that side. So how the others have all finished up, I'm not sure. Hopefully Michelle can enlighten us a little bit. Great bowl there. Good home. Great home. Steve Malone was not unhappy with that bowl. Peter Millard, can you tell me what the two white lines are in aid of? Okay. On this particular green, they can put 9 rinks on there. Now, there's 3 lines actually. They're playing on the blue line this morning. The yellow line is used when they put in 9 rinks, and the white line is also can be used for that. They are the centre line markers of each rink. The Robbie's been running around trying to get the correct order of players for home hill. Okay. Nice track on this bowl. Yeah, Collinsville still holding shot there. Kiddy didn't quite come back as far as they were hoping it for. Thanks, Michelle. We've had Robbie out running around, and he's got the right order of play now. And we have Michael Young leading. Michael McCloskey's playing 2, Trevor Elton's playing 3, and Wayne Newton. Okay. That'll save me some embarrassment by calling the wrong player. So as you can possibly hear from what's been going on, it's not just the players that are settling into the commentary and the game this morning, but it's also your commentator. But we think we've got the right order now. Robbie did speak directly to the skip, who gave him the order of play. Collinsville currently holding the shot. And Steve Malone is not going to worry the scorers at all with that bowl at this stage. Kitty flies back to the ditch, it may. No, it's not. It's been taken off out of the ditch. Steve Malone, his second bowl. Nice bowl there from Steve. Didn't quite get the chocolates though. So Wayne Newton is giving this a chance. Unlucky. Okay, so Collinsville with one shot on that end, which puts them into a lead of 4-2 after 3 ends. Right, commencement of battle of the fourth end. Glen Petrie leading up for Collinsville. Now Michael Young for home hill. Nice line on this. It's all up to his weight now. Yeah, pretty fair start there from Michael. Glen Petrie. A pretty good line with his bowl there, just his weight was the issue. Michael Young. Again with a nice line. It's all up to his weight and he's tracking in very nicely. Great bowl there from Michael. Okay, gives home hill 2 shots. Michael McCloskey. No, that's Graham Gordon. Sorry about that. Just hung it a fraction wide. This is Michael McCloskey. A nice track. Just short of a gallop. That's all it was. Great try. Good effort there. Graham Gordon. See if he can adjust his line. He's underneath. McCloskey again. Okay. So Home Hill holding 2 shots at the moment. Jack Thompson for Collinsville. He won't be happy with that. Yes, Michelle, come on Home Hill. They will be trying their hardest to get over the line this morning. Trevor Elton. Just dropped it a bit short, that's all. Jack Thompson for Collinsville. Jack's just struggling a little bit this morning to get his line and length, but it will come. Trevor Elton staying on his forehand. Expect we need a little bit of education on for the skips and the thirds to give us a clear view of the bowl and the run. They'll learn as the morning goes on. So 2 shots currently to Home Hill. Steve Malone skipping for Collinsville. A little. Wayne Newton. Okay, we've definitely got some educating to do with Trevor Elton. We know they like talking to their bowls in. You might need to hit that little buzzer, Tony, if you can. Steve Malone, as he improved on his first. Wayne Newton. Not a bad line here, it's all up to his weight. And he's blowing a little bit of black smoke there at the moment. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Three shots pulled out so far for home. Possible 4th. Five shots. 5 shots to Home Hill there. Takes them on to 7. Collinsville 4 after 4 ends. Big healthy pickup there from Home Hill. Now Michael Young. He's been playing quite good bowls this morning so far. Looks to be a nice line again. Just running on a little bit. Coming around the back now. Yeah, great start there from Michael Young. Glen Petrie. Yeah, good effort. Back to Michael Young again. Might have thrown out a little bit too wide this time. Still coming in though. And Glen. Coming in nicely. And just shy of the shot. Great effort there from Glen. Michael McCloskey. He's got a bit of a gallop up. And it worked. So it looks like Home Hill with 2 shots at the moment. Michael McCloskey again. He's just pinched his line a little bit here. So he will run across the head. Good weight on that bowl though. Just his line. Trevor Elton. Again, good weight from Trevor. Just losing his line a little bit. Jack Thompson. Right, they're starting to get their weight fairly well. Still working out the right line to take. It's Trevor with his second bowl. Looks like 2 shots there to home hill at the moment. Yep. Yeah, Jack's still trying to work out his line. Then it'll come. Okay, Wayne Newton for home hill. Skipping, trying to improve on the situation they're already in. Got a nice line here. Great effort there from Wayne. Playing his first. Would get the walk, and he has. But look at it. Yes, Collinsville now holding shot with that front blue bowl of Steve Malone's. 2 seconds for home hill. I'm not too sure whether this will come in from right out there. Drawing the shot. Bit of help from a walk, but doesn't have to go on the scoreboard. How we got there. Nice line again. He's still coming. Just dropped a little short. So 1 shot to Collinsville, which takes them to 5. Home hill 7 after 5 ends. Morning, Douglas Wilcock, watching from Bulgaria. It's a slight distance away from where we are. and Martins from Hopetown in South Africa. Good morning to you both. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Right, good start there from Glen Petrie. Michael Young for Home Hill. A nice line on this. He's got a great bowl. Yeah, nice bowl there from Michael Young. Glen Petrie to play his second. Just a little round the back. And Michael Young now.
Feel free to join in any time.
A bit of friendly sledging within the team of Collinsville at the moment. Okay, Steve Malone then indicated that he felt that he has the shot. Glen Petrie's holding shot at the moment. Graham Gordon just ran through the back a little bit. Michael McCloskey. Great line, just a little bit weighty. Not much, but just a little bit. Graham Gordon again. He's up that jack high. Michael McCloskey. Hasn't changed his weight much. Okay, Trevor Elton this time. Great effort. Trevor Elton not being asked to sit Collinsville's bowl and just flop in. Change of the head much, I don't think. Malone's not sure now. Check Thompson. trouble at the scorer there. Trevor Elton, what is he going to do here? What's it? They're just holding out. Pretty good weight. Steve Malone to improve on his first bowl. Okay. I think it's definitely 2 shots to home hill now. Away. Yeah. Big bowl there. Three shots to 10. Collinsville 5 after 6 ends. On the completion of this end, they're about to start. I'll ask Tony if she can give us away. Thrown into the ditch, so it has to be rethrown by the opposition. If you give us the end of this, the completion of this end, we'll do a run around the scoreboards for you so we can see what everybody else is doing. Okay, well, Tony's got us in there straight away. So Brandon, 12, Guru on 4 after 5 ends. 6. Alligator Creek and Cutharinga, that is 12. They're slipping through their game. Suburban and Suburban 5, Jubilee 5. We're all very keen to see. Townsville 2 after 7. Wangaratta McNade. I suspect they're on 7 ends. Thanks, Tony. Jubilee Suburban game is the one that we're looking at to resolve who will go into the grand final in from section 1. So Glen Petrie currently holding shot. Yeah, Michael Young just lost his way a little bit there. Good morning, Mr. Green, patron of North Queensland District Men's Bowls Association and a life member, has turned up this morning to do his official duties. Nice bowl here. Great bowl there from Graham Gordon. Michael McCloskey. I think Glen Petrie still holding shot at this stage. My apologies, Jack. Well, got the desired result. Collinsville holding shot for sure at this stage. Could be holding 2 actually. It's Trevor, Elton. This round the back. Jack Thompson again. It's Collinsville holding shot at the moment with Jack Thompson's red and white bowls. Currently, home will have a 5-shot lead. Unless there's any change to the head. Okay. Just a couple of small technical issues Robbie's working through at the moment with Tony. Right, Wayne Newton. Right up there from Wayne. Steve Malone. Count. Newton is front. I shudder at times when I see the pickup sticks being waved around amongst the bowls in the head. Too often you see it slipping a little bit and then knocking a bowl out. Go for the measure. Just them on to 6, home hill 10 after 7 ends. No, James, I do not know what type of bowls they're using, apart from the fact that they are legal bowls. If we get a chance, we'll try and find out which brand of bowl, what size and what type they're using. Glen Petrie leading off for Collins. Michael Young this time for home hill. Keeping Glen Petrie company. Glen Petrie's middle line here with Glen. Yeah, nice bowl. Good correction there from Glen. Michael Young. Nice bowl there from Michael. Holding shot there now. Graham Gordon from COLLINSVILLE. Yeah, just ran across the head fractionally. Michael McCloskey. He's got the legs, he could have a good bowl here, but he's just blowing a little bit of black smoke now. Yeah, very good memory. McCloskey again with his Jack Thompson. Troubled the scorer with that bowl. Trevor Elton to inflict some pain on COLLINSVILLE. Nice line on this bowl. Get around those front ones. Sadly, he's not going to. A good line, just shy with his weight, that was all. Again. That's how you do it, says Jack. Steve Malone's favouring the old chalk to mark the touches. People using the chalk pens, not the actual sticks of chalk. Nice bowl here from Trevor Elton. Great bowl there, Trevor. Nicely played. The skip's going to the mat now to resume battle again. Quite a bit of excitement going on across the green at the Suburban Jubilee game. Scores are close at the end of that game. Suburban will possibly go through to the... They have a fairly healthy margin. So Home Hill holding shot with the pink and blue speckled bowl there. Mix just run through to the back. I think Wayne's thrown that out a bit too wide. I doubt if it'll come back that far. It is still coming, but a little bit long, that's all. One shot, yep. One shot to Home Hill, which takes them on to 11. COLLINSVILLE 6 after 8 ends. Just past a third of the game being played so far. Michael Young to lead for Home Hill. A nice line, just his weight, that was all. Glen Petrie, Collinsville. Just ran through possibly a couple of metres there. Michael Young. Again, a nice line, just overcorrected with his weight. See how Glen can correct his weight. Put a bit more on it. Okay. Again. Not reaching ahead as he would have liked. Okay. So Home Hill holding shot. I can safely say that. No change to the score on this end so far. Home Hill with the shot. That will more than likely give Home Hill 2 shots now. Check Tom. Keeping his hand hidden from the cameras. I suspect that may be shot, that bowl of jacks. Just fractionally underneath there. And pretty much right on time. The breeze is starting to come in now, blowing from right to left of your screen. Some effect on the bowls out there this morning. Yeah, two nice bowls there from Jack. Just running through the back. Steve Malone. Just got his weight a little bit, that's all. But a nice line. Need another pound of weight. Sadly, the bowls don't have ears. They can't hear what you're telling them to do. Takes ends. So yeah, first up, Michael Young. Glen Petrie with his second bowl. Yeah, just must be a metre short, a little bit less. It doesn't help us much when we can't see what's happening on the green, but that was Jack Thompson. Oh, it was Graham Gordon, I'm sorry. I apologise for that, Graham. Michael McCloskey. Graham Gordon again. Michael McCloskey. Jack Thompson drawing the shot. Might have to have a word with the skips and the thirds. They're starting to encroach a lot into the cameras. We can understand their enthusiasm, but we still have a job to do. As part of the live stream, we need to be able to see what's happening on the green. Nice bowl there. Great bowl there from Trevor Elton. Jack Thompson. Is he going to get the walk? No. Okay, Trevor Elton trying to draw another, about to try and draw another shot. Right, so Home Hill holding shot at the moment. That pink and blue speckled bowl of Trevor Elton. Right, Steve Malone about to enter the fray. He's currently one down on the head. We've got the breeze currently blowing from left to right as you're looking at your screen. And every now and then is gusting. One shot to Home Hill, which takes them on to 12. COLLINSVILLE 8 after 10 ends. 10 ends. Yep. So 13 to Homel, 8 to Collinsville after 10 ends. That's right. If we can, Tony, can we have a quick run around the other rinks, please? Okay, Guru Brandon. Brandon 20. Guru 4 after 9 ends. Bowen Thuringower. Thuringower 11. Bowen 6 after 10 ends. Cutharinga and Alligator Creek. They're trying to keep their score hidden. 15 to Cutharinga, 9 to Alligator Creek after 11 ends. Air and Magnetic Island. Air 12. Magnetic Island 6 after 9 ends. Jubilee Suburban. Don't think there's been any change to Jubilee's score since we last looked at it. If Dave Whiting would like to move, we might. There we go. 7 to Suburban, 5 to Jubilee, up to 9 ends. South Townsville, Ingham. South Townsville are 4. Yeah. Determined that we're not going to see that score. Ingham 13, South Townsville 4 after 11 ends. Wangaratta McNade, Wangaratta 7. McNade are 11 after 11 ends. Thanks, Tony. Right. Collinsville holding one shot at the moment with Glen Petrie's bowl. Michael McCloskey for home hill. Just dropping a little bit short there, Michael. And Gordon. As we might have heard, that's a start for Graham. Seem to be having a little bit of an issue with our transmission at the moment. Robbie and Tony are working hard to rectify it. Oh dear. The joys of not getting the message through to the skips. Okay, so Collinsville holding 2 shots at the moment. Trevor Elton, he's Jack Thompson. Just lost his weight a little bit there. Trevor Elton. And they don't want us to see what's happening. He's moved out of the way now. So Collinsville holding 2 shots. Moving back doesn't help, but you need to move to the side. He's determined to keep us in the dark, not allow us to see what's going on there. Right. A bit of a shake up in the head. Collinsville still holding 2 shots with Glen Petrie's bowls. A little bit of a rattle around the head. Steve Malone. Just a fraction shy with his weight. Elton indicating they're 2 down. and will stand right in front of the camera yet again. I think we need to speak to that young man. He's ignoring the beeps, he's ignoring everything. So, 2 shots to Collinsville so far. Two shots, yep. So it takes Collinsville on to 14, Home Hill 13 after 12 ends. Thanks, Robbie. I think we've got some deaf thirds up the other end. Wishing to do their own thing. Don't want anybody to see what's happening on the green. Yes, Martin, it is a close game. We were expecting it to be fairly close. These two sides really are very fierce competitors, and there's never too big a margin between them whenever they meet. They've had a query on the pace of the green this morning. We'll endeavour to get a timing done on it for you. Glen Petrie just a bit wayward with his weight at the time. Michael Young. He said, well, Glen's at the back, that's where I want to go. Unfortunately, he lost it. Rolled into the ditch. And Petrie with his second bowl. It's coming in. Well, it's a shot, but lots of room for everything else to get inside that. Michael Young, possibly just drawn the shot. Jack Thompson here for Collinsville. He says to himself, I don't know whether I want Jack to have it. But he's about 1.5 metres, possibly 2 metres short. McCloskey is feeling the need to go for a swim. And Gordon also. Michael McCloskey. Right, a little bit wayward on this end. Being very gentlemanly, giving each other plenty of room to play their shot if they can. Jack Thompson. Might have snuck in for shot. It's possibly about 1.5 meters behind. Trevor Elton. Yes, Jack's been told he's got the shot. He's still holding the shot with the red and white bowl down the back. This is going to duck right across the head, the other side of it. Trevor Elton with his second bowl. No, won't reach it. Did Trevor. So the skip's heading to the mat now. Okay, skips Steve Malone on the mat, ready to play his first bowl. A little tickle. They could well give them 2 shots, and Jack Thompson has indicated yes, we're happy with 2 shots there. Wayne Newton. Got a nice track here, Wayne. I really do wish they'd stop waving those pickup sticks around in the head. Steve Malone with a nice bowl here, if he runs it out, and he has. Yep, nice bowl there from Steve. Just the one to Collinsville takes them to 15. Home Hill are 13 after 13 ends. Steve, I know you're very comfortable standing directly behind the line, but we do need you to move. Yeah, let him straighten the kitty first and see what he does then. Glen Petrie, Jack high. Michael Young for Home Hill. Glen Petrie with his second bowl. Nice line. Yeah, I'll give him a shot. Michael Young. Okay. Michael McCloskey. Plenty of room to get into the head with these bowls that are currently down here. And Gordon with his second bowl. Michael McCloskey, his second bowl. Jack Thompson. Okay. Wayne Newton giving Trevor Elton 3 options. Nice track here, Trevor. Nice track. that'll give him a shot. Thompson. Just pull around behind. Elton pulled it out a fair bit there. I think they're all playing deaf, Robbie. Might need a face-to-face confrontation. So home hill holding shot with that bowl of Trevor Elton's. The pink and blue one. Yeah, been doing it for a while. Malone. Is that a yes? That is a yes. Nice bowl there from Steve. A little bit of help. But, that was a strange signal. Might have indicated that Trevor Elton's still holding shot. Yep, he is. So the pink and blue speckle bowl is the shot bowl at this stage. Steve Malone looking to promote his own bowl. Pushed it through too far. Lots of hand waving. I suspect it might be Morse code. Right, one shot to home hill. Takes them on to 14, Collinsville 15 after 14 ends. 2/3 of the way through the game. If we get a chance at some stage, Robbie, can we do a sweep of the green, please? See how some of these critical Section 1 games are going. Brandon 29, Guru 6 after 13 ends. Margin win there, Brandon. Bowen, Thuringower 13 all after 14 ends. It's a tight game there. Gutharinga, Alligator Creek. Gutharinga 27, Alligator Creek 9 on 15 ends. Building their margin up there. Might have to come back to that one, Robbie. And Suburban Jubilee 11, Suburban 9 after 13 ends. Ingham, South Townsville, Ingham 14, South Townsville 5 after 13. This is becoming very interesting now. Wangaratta 20, McNaid 7 after 15 ends. And Magnetic Island Air 14, Magnetic Island 8 after 13 ends. Good work, Robbie. Thanks very much. Now that's making Section 1 very interesting. Ingham are picking up a bit of a margin, though there's not much difference between Suburban and Jubilee. Jubilee would have to win by a fairly large margin to take Suburban out of the leading position in that section. But that brings Ingham into the equation again. If there wasn't a huge amount amongst them last night, after the close of play last night, Roby was there in that section. Yeah, only about 20-something shots. So that's 18 shots difference between Suburban and Ingham. Yeah. Jubilee would be struggling to make that up. Yeah, so 18 shots, the difference between Suburban and Ingham on margin. And realistically, a win to Jubilee would possibly put them back in the frame. And Ingham will look as if they're fairly comfortable. So they come back into the picture. Won't be decided, more than likely will not be decided until the games are finished. Those two particular games, or three games. Okay, Collinsville holding shot at the moment. Give them 2 shots, definitely 2 shots there to Collinsville. Trevor Elton. Okay, might have cut one out. Collinsville holding 1 shot. Thompson. That will give him a definite shot. Trevor Elton again. It'd be nice if Trevor got off the green. Thank you, Trevor. It will allow Jack Thompson to play his bowl. We are seeing a lot of social bowls habits with this game this morning. Jack Thompson. Okay. Wayne Newton. Okay. So, Jack Thompson still holding shot. Okay, Shane. The two sections are decided purely on order of merit. At the finish of play today, the winner of the Dunn Cup becomes number 1, runner-up number 2, and then the rest of the two sections emerge together, and it comes down to the order of play. So next year's sections will be section 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. And section 2 will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, etc. That's how we determine the two sections. Purely on order of merit. So Collinsville holding shot at the moment with Jack Thompson's bowl. Steve Malone says, I don't know what I did there, but I did it wrong. It's 1. Okay, Jack Thompson. That was 2, I think, Robbie, was it? Yep, 2 shots to Collinsville. That takes them to 17. Home Hill 14 after 15 ends. And also, Shane, if we have a club nominate for next year's Dunn Cup that haven't played in this year's Dunn Cup, so we do have 2 clubs in the district that haven't played, and we're about to get another club joining the district. Any club that nominates that hasn't played the previous year goes to the bottom of the order of merit. Yep, exactly like the district sides, Shane. Okay, a couple of good lead bowls there. Michael Young holding sway with the shot. Glen Petrie throwing his second bowl out a little bit too far. Lost his cloth, stumbling with his knees. Right. The actual hosting of the Dunn Cup for next year, the club which gets to host it, will be the winner of this year's Dunn Cup. That's part of the prize for them. They get to host the Cup the following year, which is a fairly lucrative situation to be in. It's a 4-day tournament such as this. does generate a lot of income for the host club. Michael McCloskey. Okay, Jack Thompson. Nice line. It's a little bit shy with his weight. Wayne Newton being very specific about where he wanted that bowl. Thanks, Wayne. Just what we need. That's better. Thompson again with a nice track. Okay. Could give him 2 shots there. He's deaf. They are deaf. I should have brought the cattle prod with him this morning, Robbie. Morning, Glen. Welcome to our broadcast this morning. Come on, Jack. Yep. Jack's been playing fairly good bowls this morning. He's been giving Steve a lot of assistance. Trevor, you have not learnt a thing. You still persist in standing right in front of the head. Or between the camera and the head, from our perspective. Jack firmly holding onto his pickup stick so we can wave it around the head. Steve Malone with his first. I suspect he's going for a bit of cover, thinking that Wayne Newton might have a go at this. It's spat out the side, and that is a dead end. So again, after 15 ends, Collinsville 17, Home Hill 14, with a replay of the 16th end to come. Can we do a quick run across the green, Robbie, please? Okay, Brandon Guru. Brandon powering ahead, 36-6 after 15 ends. Going further and further ahead. That'll pump them up the order of merit. Bowen and Thuringower. Bowen 13, Thuringower 14 after 15 ends. Cutharinga, Alligator Creek. Cutharinga 28, Alligator Creek 11 after 17 ends. Air Magnetic Islands, Air 17, Maggie Island 10 after 15 ends. And this board will be chucked up. Suburban 9, Jubilee 14 after 14 ends. Ingham, South Townsville. Aha. This shows us what's going on. 5.19 to Ingham on 15 ends. And McNade, Wangaratta, 7.21. It would be about 16 or 17 ends, Robbie. Right, so Jubilee leading Suburban, which will give them a little boost with their margin. But the other one is the Ingham game. They're building up a little bit of a margin, which they could overtake Suburban to go to first position on section 1. So the Dunn Cup Gremlin could be coming into play in the final stages of this round. And at this stage, I'd like to give a shout out and a thank you to our sponsors: Gallivanter Travel, Orica Mining, Tip Top Bakeries, Suburban Bowls Club, and North Queensland District Men's Bowls Association. The sponsorship we receive from those sponsors is invaluable and is much appreciated. And also a special mention to all the volunteers here at Suburban Bowls Club. It's a club run entirely by volunteers. There's no paid staff whatsoever. And just about every member has been on deck this weekend to make sure that everybody is well catered for with food, liquid refreshments, the green kept in an immaculate condition, the surrounds kept in an immaculate condition. So the spectators were very comfortable all around the green as well. Without those volunteers, this event just would not take place. They're here at 6:30 or earlier, in the case of some of them, in the morning, and they're still here at 9, 10 o'clock at night. Right, back to ring 8. And McCloskey, not comfortable with that. I suspect that Glen Petrie might be holding shot there. Jack Thompson for Collinsville. Trevor Elton stepping up for Home Hill. Trevor's not going to worry the scorers with that one. Swishing his hand across, saying, don't like that. A little bit undecided, the two skips, as to who's got shot. It's open for first one that can get in there. Sadly, it won't be this bowl of Jack's. Bit of a wayward end for Jack there. He's been reasonably consistent all morning so far. The Final of the Dunn Cup will be played this afternoon. There'll be a lunch break after this first game. And a little bit of a break to allow Robbie and Tony, the media team, to set their cameras up. We'll be using a completely new rink for the finals. And it will be played over 25 ends, no time limit. So we'll be running into the late afternoon to finish that, as we normally do with the Dunn Cup. And the start time will be determined pretty much by the time this game finishes, the live stream game finishes, and to give enough time for the club to set up a show rink for the final, and also Robbie to set his cameras up on the new rink. Not too sure how hard it is to see witches' hats, Robbie. Your witches' hats protecting your cameras and your cabling. And it's amazing how often they stumble into the witches' hats. Yeah, well, they're not the sort of colour that blends in with everything else around it. Yeah, I saw that he didn't like it sitting next to him. So Trevor Elton is ignoring any signal at all. Has been all morning. Steve Malone just going to slip through. Wayne Newton. Still coming. Got a nice line here, Wayne. It's all up to his weight here. It's one. Jack, put that stick away. It's only going to be a matter of time before he swipes the ball with that stick. Just the one. One to home hill, which takes him on to 15. It's Collinsville 17 after 16 ends. We have had one dead end. Right, the 17th end underway. Thanks, Robbie. Carla will try and, I know it's getting very close up the other end, so we'll endeavour to give you a score of the other rinks as soon as possible. As you know, Robbie's the sole operator of the console. He has plenty of work going on all the time, and we need to allow him to sort himself out and help out as much as we can with giving you scores from the other rinks. Petrie, two nice bowls from Glen there. McCloskey. Just running through the back a little. The wind is starting to become a major factor on this rink now. As you can see, the teardrop flag just in front of the broadcast tent there. Flapping around every now and then with some fairly strong gusts. McCloskey with his second bowl. He's come to a nice home. Graham Gordon. From Collinsville. Might be just a little bit tight, I think, I fear. And short, unfortunately. Trevor Elton. Has joined Graham Gordon up the front. Jack Thompson, who's been playing reasonably well this morning. Giving Steve Malone a lot of assistance. Sadly, not with that bowl. Trevor Elton with his second bowl. Got a nice line here, has Trevor. If he runs it out, and he has. It's home hill holding shot with Trevor Elton's bowl. The pink and blue speckled bowl there. And it looks like it's an aero bowl actually. Jack Thompson. Okay. So home hill holding one shot at this stage. 4 bowls to come, 2 from each skip. Yeah. Okay, so it's Henselite, a Henselite Dreamline. Both of those bowls are Dreamlines. Okay, that enlightens us. It just looked like the aero type insignia, Robbie. That's what made me think it might have been aero, but they are Henselite Dreamlines. Wayne Newton dropping his first bowl short. Steve Malone. It's going to be very close here. That's a great bowl there from Steve. We'll give him 3 shots. Okay, so 3 shots to start with. Take them out. Get out of the way, please. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Lack of concentration there. Four shots to Collinsville, which takes them on to 21. Home Hill 15 after 17 ends. Yeah. Robbie, can we have a checker around the green, please? Oh, okay. No, Robbie's sorting out some technical issues. So bear with us at the moment. Okay. Glen Petrie leading off for Collinsville. Putting in a tactical bowl to start with. Just a little bit wide on it with his grass. Michael Young running through. Glen Petrie, his second bowl. Correction there from Glen. Giving Collinsville 2 shots at the moment. Michael Young trying to get Home Hill into the head. Good correction here from Michael as well. While it looks like that is the shot, it may not be, with the depth perception we get with the cameras. Graham Gordon's first bowl, coming in nicely. Nice bowl there from Graham. Okay, we'll do a run round the green. Brandon, 36, Guru, 9 after 17. Bowen, 21, Thurringau, 14 after 17. Katharinga, 32, Alligator Creek, 13 after no ends. This could be the last end, actually. Air Magnetic Island, Air, 18, Magnetic Island, 13 after 17. Suburban, 10, Jubilee, 17 after 17 ends. So Jubilee still holding sway there. Ingham, 19, South Townsville, 7 after 16 ends. And McNaid, and we're struggling here. Wangaratta, I think that is. Mark Hawkins doesn't want to move on us. Yep, we have to come back to it at some later stage. Okay, another nice bowl from Graham Gordon. Collinsville holding 2 definite shots. 22-9, that game that we were just looking at. Thanks, Robbie. I think it was Wangaratta, actually. So Wangaratta leading that game. Nice bowl there from Michael McCloskey. Grabbed the shot. Jack Thompson. Saying, I don't like that bowl being there. I'm going to try and do something about it, but it's just a little bit tight. Hello, what's happened here? Stray bowl from the rink next door. I guess somebody put a wrong bias down. No, it's all right. Was that a shout the bar one? Okay, Wangaratta 22, McNade 9 after 18 ends. So they're coming down to their final ends there. Trevor Elton with his bowl. And looks like he's got a good one here to get a second shot. Nice bowl there from Trevor. Jack Thompson just a bit wayward with that one. Trevor Elton with his second bowl. Trying to grab another shot to close the gap a bit. He's got a nice looking bowl coming in here if he runs it out. No, not quite. A scream from the spectators over on the Jubilee rink. They've got quite a strong following of spectators over there this morning. So Home Hill currently holding what we suspect is 2 shots here. Jack, would you please put that stick away? Yeah, definitely 2 shots there to Home Hill. Right. Wayne Newton. No change to the head. Steve Malone is, I suspect, going to try and hit this front bowl. He's not a mile away from it either, just quietly. Spattered out sideways, and has it gone out of bounds? We don't know. Still in bounds. We might have been heading for another dead end then. Wayne Newton. He's got to stay in bounds. All right, stop walking around the head, make a decision. Okay, that was 1-2. Collinsville. So Collinsville go on to 22. Home Hill 15 after 18 ends. 3 ends to go. Okay, Glen Petrie leading off for Collinsville. Good weight. The line wasn't too far off. Definitely good weight. Michael Young for Home Hill. Going for a swim into the ditch. Glen Petrie waving goodbye to his bowl, saying, I know where that's going. And he was correct. Michael Young, his second bowl. At least he kept it on the green that time. Graham Gordon. A nice line here. Just a little feather on the kitty. Home Hill holding the shot at the moment. Michael McCloskey. Not too sure whether that's necessary. Plastering his bowls with touch of spray the way he is. Anyway. He's obviously got plenty of money. He can waste a whole aerosol of touch of spray. Michael McCloskey with his second bowl. Right, Jack Thompson. Right. Collinsville now holding the shot. After Jack promoted that front pole. Trevor Elton just sliding through. Jack Thompson, second bowl. He doesn't want to hit this too hard. No, he hasn't. Nice bowl there from Jack. Good weight, good line, and has collected the shot for that. So Collinsville holding 2 shots now. Trevor Elton sliding away, short as well, unfortunately. Simon, just judging by what's been happening on previous days, I would be surprised if the final is pretty much guesswork, because we've got to reset up the green and everything else after this round this morning. Be somewhere between 1 and 1:30. That's as close as I could possibly guess at this stage, Simon, because the cameras have got to be moved, new cabling laid, and the show rink set up by Suburban. So that does take a little bit of time. Mainly the cameras, because Robbie and Tony have got to run extra cabling for it. Yeah. Robbie's saying he'll have to have a close look at what he's got to do. So back to the game here. Yeah, you just have to bear with us at the moment, Carla, because we've got a few little technical problems that they're working on. Okay. Steve Malone has not worried the scorers at all. Wayne Newton is not going to worry the scorers either. Okay, so that's definitely 2 shots. We're going to make a decision. Steve's got another bowl to go. They learnt from their last end. Steve's coming up fairly well, just going to slide away, I think. Yep. Wayne Newton with his last bowl for the end. If he doesn't get a touch or anything, he has, so he's taken that one out. Okay, so that was 1 to Collinsville, which takes them to a 23-15 lead over Home Hill after 19 ends. 2 ends to go. Okay, Glen Petrie with his first bowl. Glen is really struggling with some knee problems at the moment. Michael Young. He's got the legs. He's got a good bowl here. He's still coming. Yep, nice bowl there from Michael. Did everything right that time. Yeah, so I think Glen is definitely having some reasonably serious knee problems at the moment. I guess he'll be very, very pleased to see the end of the game for himself. Michael Young drawing another shot. Graham Gordon. Great effort there from Graham. Home Hill still holding 2 shots. Michael McCloskey. Threw it a little bit wide. It is a bit unforgiving when you get out that wide on the screen. Graham Gordon again. Just running through. Good memory. Very good memory. Trevor Elton running through the back. Wasn't Trevor Elton, I apologise. That was Michael McCloskey. Jack Thompson. This is Trevor Elton. That would be second shot. Right, he could have rested the shot back there. Yes, Steve Malone likes it for 1. No, he now says not sure. It's a couple of nice catches sitting back just behind the kitty for Home Hill. Slight movement of the kitty and they'll be in business again. I fear not with that bowl. Right, we have one game finished. I think that was Catharinga's game. They're finished by the look of it.
What they're watching.
Right, Steve Malone. He's trying very hard. Nice line there, Steve. Just a fraction heavy, that's all. Great effort there. Wayne Newton leaving his bowl short and off to the side. Steve running into Trevor Elton's bowl. Wayne Newton has got something. Sadly, it's gone back. One. Should have been measured first. One shot to Collinsville, takes them on to 24, over home hill 15 after 20 ends. Last end coming up. Yeah, if we could, Robbie, it'd be so they can see who's who in the zoo and what's going on there. Brandon Guru. Brandon 40, Guru 11. After 20 ends, yep. Bowen Thuringower, Bowen 24. Looks like Thuringower 22, I'd say. Well, I'm not too sure. After 20 ends. Come back to it, yep. That's the Catharinga game. Catharinga won that quite handsomely. Magnetic Island Air. Air 21, Maggie Island 18 after 20 ends. They're on their last end as well. Jubilee Suburban. Ooh, Jubilee 22, Suburban 11 after 19 ends. Maybe on the 20th end at the moment. And Ingham, 23. South Townsville, 11. After 20 ends, they are on their last end as well. And Wangaratta and 23-12. That was Wangaratta's way. We got that. Yeah, Bowen. They've just taken their scores off the board anyway, so Bowen were leading in that game. That was, yep. Okay, so the Suburban Jubilee game and the Ingham South Townsville game are still critical. Right, Michael Young holding the shot here for a nice bowl for a draw bowl. There's the lead. Graham Gordon, a couple of metres short there. Michael McCloskey skirting the edge of the green. Jordan Graham, second bowl. Jack high. So Homer Hill still holding shot at the moment. Michael McCloskey's bowl, if he gets around this, or maybe even underneath. They'll give him 2 shots. So 2 shots to Home Hill. Jack Thompson for COLLINSVILLE. Straight through the gap. Trevor Elton, his first bowl. Not worrying the scorer with that bowl. Jack Thompson saying, I want a piece of this. And he's done just that. Great bowl there from Jack Thompson. He didn't lose that bowl. No, he hasn't lost the bowl, so he's holding 2 shots. Big bowl there from Jack. Yeah, 2 fairly secure shots there. Trevor Elton. No change to the head. COLLINSVILLE holding 2 shots. Skips to play their bowls. Fairly slow changeover of the skips, but we've got there now. I agree with you, Stephen. They've been doing our head in all morning. It's very frustrating when it happens, but a lot of these players now, you've got to make some allowance. A lot of these players are not used to playing in front of cameras, knowing the vagaries of what's required for live streaming. But they invariably find out by the end of the game what the requirements are. There's a clear area of 1 metre either side of the centre line of the green. Bad luck. Nice try there from Wayne Newton. That we really need to be kept clear. You know, a good metre either side of that blue line directly in front of you. And it starts from the 6 foot mark. It doesn't start from the bank, it starts from the 6 foot mark, and we do require you to be 1 metre outside of that. Steve Malone into the ditch. Still holding 2 shots, Collinsville. Wayne Newton's last bowl. And running right across. So that gives Collinsville 2 more shots, takes them to 26-15 at the end of the completion of the game. Well played teams, well played boys. Okay, so that wraps up our, yes, that was 2, Robbie, to Collinsville. So we said 26-15 after 21 ends. Now, very shortly we'll be taking a break for lunch and preparation of the show rink for the final. We're assuming, we're hoping it'll be sometime between 1 o'clock and 1:30 that the final gets underway. We would dearly love it to be 1 o'clock because we are playing 25 ends this afternoon, no time limit. Okay, and that completes our live stream for this morning with the thanks to Gallivanta Travel, Orica Mining Services, Tip Top Bakery, Suburban Bowls Club, and North Queensland District Men's Bowling Association. And we thank our sponsors greatly for their assistance and their help in keeping this wonderful tournament going. We will see you after lunch. Thanks very much.